And we are recording. Okay. I had to come on today because there are, I was talking to people today, and there's been a lot of fucking madness going on this week. Okay, week just gone. So, just out of interest, I was looking back through the reading that I did for the 26th of March, which was only last Saturday. Okay, so I want you to think back through your week, yeah, because there's been a lot of solar activity. Now, I actually went to the source, not to the sun. I didn't go to the sun and go, oh, excuse me, what have you been doing this week? That'd be daft. But I went to this really cool website called spaceweatherlive.com, yeah, and it shows you here. So if we go do the last 3 days, is it on 3 days? It's already on the last 3 days, I think. Can we go back a bit further? Okay, no, we can't by the looks of it. Can we? I don't think we're seeing the big ones on this particular. Let's have a look. No. So when I was looking at it yesterday, what it was showing, because on here, if you look, the big ones, we've got an M2. That was yesterday. There was an M3, M4 yesterday, but last week, so it was Tuesday, Wednesday was the big one, the big X1 solar flare. So from Tuesday onwards, there was lots of, and like I say, I think it was Wednesday, the really big one, the X1, which I think they go up to 9, but I'm not sure. I just did a very brief bit of research on this and learnt quite a lot in a short space of time. So what we've had is, we've had, even yesterday and today, we've had the oops, what's going on with my mouse? We've had the what have we got here? C class, which is quite low, M class 66%, and X class, which is the strongest, we've got a 25%. What does that mean? It means that last week, middle of last week, the energy was intense. Yeah, were you feeling that? That's what I want to know. So I think I spoke about it briefly in my last video, but what I wanted to talk about was the reading that I did on the Saturday. Yeah, so we've got, I mean, the very last card, well, the two last cards that I pulled, if you go back and look at the reading, I will put the link to it either up here or at the end or underneath, wherever it is, you'll find it. So we've got karmic board clearing, yeah, releasing old non-serving energies, surrender the old ways of being, you are ready to move forward, yeah, along with light body activation, accessing divine within. Now, I didn't know that there were, you can believe me or choose not to, it's up to you. I didn't know there were these solar flares on the way, because I tend not to look at that stuff, you know, unless something is actually happening in my experience. I don't necessarily go and look at it, because, you know, there's a lot of fear out there, and even when I was looking it up online, there was a lot of fear porn around solar flares. Like, oh my god, the world's gonna end, everything's gonna go blackout. It's like, actually, no. Quit it already. So yeah, so what's really interesting about those two cards, So I have heard quite a few people that I've spoken to in these past couple of days and before during the week it's like, and our own personal experience last week was loads of shit falling away, and it felt like walking on the edge of a cliff going, whoa my god, as more rocks tumble down from where you're walking. That's very much what it felt like you're walking on the edge of something, yeah? And as you're walking on the edge of something, the stuff is falling from right next to where you're walking, yeah? And I can only describe that as, it's fucking scary as hell, yeah? But oh my god, what an amazing time to be on this planet. Anyway, I digress. So the light body activation, that was the solar flares. That's what it was doing. And when I spoke about what happened on the marshes, that just water pouring out of my mouth as I feel really, really sick, and the heart activation and this energy. So when you do the plugging in, Father Sky, activate the light inside you from your heart, and then activate all your chakras. So I usually do the 12, my 12, not someone else's 12. There are actually in the Crystal Bible 3, there's actually 19. So if you can get to grips with 19, then yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm on 12, my 12. That, you know, it's personal choice, isn't it? Which 12 you choose. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, what that was what that was doing. So when you do that particular activation where you plug in, go up, void space, switch on the light, and then activate your chakras, that's creating energy in you, yeah, and you can feel that. It's like a and it literally does this through your whole body, and it is, I used to find it quite intense, but it's a normal thing now, which is amazing. So that's your light body activation, yeah, which was being super activated by the solar flares last week, which is why people were having just stuff drop away, whether that's people or situations or whatever's. For us it was, and the stuff that, like I said before, the stuff that is coming up to be dropped away is the stuff that is coming up from the depths, yeah. So this is stuff that you might have thought you dealt with yeah, when in actual fact you dealt with layers of it, but there was more gunk in the bottom, yeah, in the bottom of that tank there was some gunky stuff, yeah. So let it be, let yourself transmute that energy, let yourself alchemize that energy, absolutely. Okay, now what is also really mad, yeah, is we had the owl in that reading turning a disadvantage into an advantage, yeah. So one of the things that fell away for us is actually a cord cutting. So that particular energy attached to that person who is now completely fallen away means that that person no longer has an energetic connection to us. Holy fucking shit, man. I love it. I love it. Also releasing old patterns, just say yes. So when these new things come in, go yes, that's it, that's it. Yeah, which I was doing today. Shitloads, yeah, loads of things happened from leaving here, our home here, in 2 hours, about 2 hours. We saw some amazing stuff happening, and it is all related because we had a big conversation this morning about and I will do a video on this because it's very important. You know, what is love, and are other emotions, I say other emotions just in a context way, because love isn't actually an emotion, it's a state of being, it's a frequency, but you know, emotions over here, are they actually us or not? But I'm going to leave you with that question, because there is a video to come on that, but not in this video. This is just a quick one because I want you to go back through last week and see. Yeah. Yes, I'm getting animated because it's exciting. Yeah. How that reading can, when you backtrack it, when you reverse engineer it, you'll be like, holy fuck, oh my god. Because as much as I can sit here and do these readings and put them up on this channel, yeah, you can do it as well. I promise you. Do you know, I went for years, I had one tarot deck, yeah, years and years and years ago. When I was invited to join a coven, they were doing like how to read tarot, yeah. I didn't stay because it was not for me, because I had to forge my own path, which is just something I do. But they were reading the Rider-Waite deck, yeah, and just was not doing anything. I was getting nothing from these cards. And later on, I bought a set of tarot cards and I would lay them out and there was nothing. I was getting nothing from these cards, yeah. So for years I thought, well, I can't do tarot. It's just not something I can do. Huh. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Yeah, right. Not. Just had the wrong deck. And then I found the Wildwood Tarot, which just like, I saw them in a Facebook group or something, and they just leapt out. Literally, it felt like they reached out and went, oi! And so I bought some, and I just started reading tarot. It's like, oh my god. And with that confidence came then the trust, yeah, the confidence and the trust to then read other cards and to just allow how, like, how you lay them out. I mean, I've now got a really good way that I like to do them, which is a pyramid shape, and it can be 4 cards on top, 5, 6, 7, however many you want. Yeah, there's no fixed rules, but I like the progression of how it works, so that's what I use. So if I can do it, then you can train yourself to do it too. I will say that if you want a bit of guidance on that, we do cover that in our Curious Novice course. It's one of the lessons later on, but we do that. Oh, that is now live, by the way, and I will put the link below in the description. So if you've signed up before, you will be getting an email with the link to the donation page. If you didn't sign up for the last lesson, then sign up and then get your donation in, and then it'll be all set and ready for the lesson, which I think is on the 18th or the 17th. Let me just check. Let me have a look quickly, bear with me, because it's only supposed to be a quick video. Come on. I just love tech when it's solar flares are going on. Fucking hell. Yeah, 17th. Oh, funny enough, that's the start of Rama's Day as well. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, also in that reading was a new way of being, a new dawn, letting go of the old. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'll read my bloody writing in this light. Bring in the new, flow without heaviness, and something. Hear the call. Now what's really interesting is last week I do there's different types of meditation I do. One of them's an Arcturan activation. Is I was hearing it being translated, which is really weird because I'd never heard that before. And also in a Earth Star, Soul Star meditation, I could hear Mananon again. So I was literally hearing the call. Yeah. So I want you to go back, think about the week you just had, and see if there were any things that came up which, you know, you could attribute to hearing the call. Yeah. Also, Adventure South. So speculating do something completely new. Did I do completely new things last week? Well, yeah, because we had some quite interesting downloads last week during all this solar activation stuff. What else was there? Real power, luck coming in. What was once secret is now not lost. So were you getting activations last week? Were you getting like aha moments that you'd never ever thought you'd get, or you'd never had before? Because that's what we were experiencing last week, and I know there've been quite a few people who are going, oh my god, and like all of a sudden they're like, fucking hell, what's going on here? Receptiveness is a big one. Yeah, being in receiving mode. Expansion. Fucking hell, what does that say? Overseeing the launch of something new. Winds of change, that was the other thing. It got really fucking windy. Wednesday, Thursday, possibly Friday as well. Really windy. Like I think in one of the videos I said the thing was rattling. The cupboard door was rattling. That's how windy it was. One morning I woke up and looked out, and the clouds, the really high ones, were like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Well, I'm like, fucking hell. How windy is it out there? Winds of change. Yeah. So all you're doing when you're being guided, when you are pulling cards for a reading, you're being guided. So allow yourself to be guided. Yeah. Do not be fixed in, well, I must have this deck and I must have this deck. Let yourself be guided with that, because that's where the magic is. Yeah. In allowing yourself to be guided, in being in receiving mode. Yeah. What else we got? Mastering of abundance, honor, relief. It's all yours. Abundance in all. Divine is everywhere. King of Pentacles. Secure in your abundant self. Oh, she knows. Oh, the universe. So ascension, which ties in with light body activation, and karmic ball clearing. Yeah. Broader perspective, really seeing, inspiration, comprehension, something, can't read my writing. Independence, determination, enthusiasm. Witches create something from nothing. Think outside of the box creatively. Magic. What? Oh, magic is everywhere. Yeah, absolutely. Trust the niggle. So all last week, think back. So whether it was in a dream, or if you're in meditation, you got a plop, as I call them, or it's like someone's going, hello, can you hear me? Look, I've got something to tell you. Yeah. Have a think about that. Yeah. I've just realised I'm still on screen 2. Sorry about that. I was go to that website, by the way, because it's very cool. Sorry, I forgot I was on screen 2, not screen 1. So yeah, really interesting to fit the energy of this reading from last Saturday over last week. Yeah, see what you find. And the other one, so there were the rose quartz aventurine sugar light, intuition, restore, love, universal joy and wisdom. And then there was also, I choose to learn through love. The presence of love will always cast out fear. So when you get into those, so when things start to fall away, it can be very scary, yeah? So always come back to here, always come back to your heart, yeah? Whether that's using crystal, so I've got a really nice piece of rhodonite there. I bought this in Glastonbury many years ago, and it is just, I have never seen a piece of rhodonite like that since. It's usually got a lot of black in it, pieces that you find now, but this is not. It is just pure loveliness. So you can use crystals for that, oils, so rose oil was really good. Rose oil, ylang, sandalwood if you can afford it, myrrh, oh, name, benzoin. Smells like chocolate. Oh, it's amazing. And there's just a few oils that you could use to come to here, to come to your heart center. Yeah. We also have a what's that got in it? An oil blend called Banish the Baggage. Yeah, and it's amazing for calming things down. It's clary sage and bergamot, equal parts of both. Fucking amazing. Anyway, other ways you can come here is just place your hand here and just feel your heartbeat. Yeah, you can visualize the color pink. You can wear, you know, the colors of the heart chakra, so pink or green, or if you're going higher heart, for me that's like turquoise color. Light, you can use color change bulbs to, you know, create an atmosphere in your room, for example. You can drape fabrics. I mean, we've got fabric draped all over the place in here. You know, use the things that you've got. Shop at home first. I love that. It's fucking brilliant. I got that from I can't even remember the lady's name. She's a I think she does like cooking shows, but I'm not sure. She's Southern American, amazing lady. But yeah, that stuck with me. Shop at home first. Love that. So yeah, I just wanted to go over that really and say, just go back through last week and see where those energies came in. Yeah. Because I just think it's astounding how things are moving so fast now. It's moving so quickly, and it's phenomenal. It really is. And you might also find that if you start talking about these things with people, you'll then get something come up on YouTube that goes boop, and you're like, oh my god, I've just been talking about that. We had that tonight. We've been talking about this stuff for a couple of days, and we've been talking about this stuff for many years, and then all of a sudden we get a little thing on YouTube go boop. It's like, oh my god, and almost word for word some of the stuff these guys were saying was what we've been talking about. It's like, okay, that's great, thank you. It's the mirror. The mirror is working. The mirror is very bright and shiny right now, so be careful. So yeah, I will be back during the week with these other videos. I've got quite a few now. I've got a big list, a little list of some very important videos, and one of them will definitely be around the stuff we were talking about this morning, because it really makes it a tangible thing. And for me and for Ian, one of the things that we love is actual tangible tools that you can use. Yeah, so it's fine talking about stuff, but if you can't use it in a practical way, then that's not wisdom, which is what I love about our Curious Novice course, because that's exactly what it does. And in this next lesson, in lesson 2, which is on the 17th of April, we will be talking about, bloody ashtrays all the way over there. We will be talking about the outer temple. So we'll be talking about sabbats, which, well, I'm not going to talk about that now. Save that for the lesson. And we'll also be talking about esbats, which is the moon phases, and I think we will touch on fluidic thinking in that, because that is part of that, although it's mostly the inner temple, which should be in the lesson next month in May. So yeah, really looking forward to that actually. And like I say, if you want to sign up for lesson 2, if you didn't sign up for the first one, then you need to go through the adding yourself to our database through the sign up form. So when you fill out the sign up form, you then get redirected to the donation page, where you can make your donation. It's a PayPal. So you get redirected to the PayPal donation page, and then once you've made your donation, you then get redirected back to our website, where you have all the dates of all the lessons. You get the Zoom link in there, so whether you're joining us in person or on Zoom, all the details are there. And you also get you've got any preparatory materials, and there's the mini workshop, the mini energy workshop, and the mini course Embrace Your Inner Witch there as well, if you haven't done that already. So it's very exciting. Really looking forward to it. So come and join us if you can, if you're interested in forging your path of witchcraft. If you just love crystals, go to our website, crystalsrock.earth. We've actually had a few sales, so stocks are, we've still got a few, but stocks are starting to run a little bit low on some things. So go and grab your crystals now while we've still got some. We've also got lots of other things on there. We've got all the other stuff we do, soul realignments, other readings. You can book sound healing on there if you're in our vicinity. Yeah, just go and have a look at the website, crystalsrock.earth. And yeah, if you're joining us for lesson 2 of Curious Novice, we will see you on the 17th of April, because I've now condensed it so it's on one day, and it's in the afternoon as well. It's 1:30 on a Sunday, which is quite nice. Spend Sunday afternoon talking witchcraft. How cool is that? Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and really go back through last week and have a look and just see where those things came up, yeah, during your week, because it's a really good tool to then understand how this stuff weaves, yeah, which is what we do as witches, we weave. What is that? Interesting noises coming from the water altar. Anyway, I'm gonna go. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, then don't. Share it if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. But check out the links below anyway as well. So until the next one, I will send you blessings and stay fearless.